What's up, y'all? Today is kind of crazy. I mean, it's always crazy. Every day is crazy. And it's like, it's the same thing every day, but it's different every day. But today, like, they just kept setting off sirens a bunch of different times when I went out on deliveries. Something just hit my window. I don't know if it was a bug or something, a robot bug or something. I don't know what just hit my window. Maybe just a bug. Maybe a robot bug. Maybe a gang stalker tapping on my window or something. I don't know. I don't know what's out there. Anyways, like I went on this one delivery and this ambulance was coming up the street and a siren started right when I came outside. And then I just see it coming up the street. And then like I go drive out and like go to my delivery. And I'm coming up to this intersection, like the one before my destination. It's like the last intersection before my destination. And right as I'm pulling up to it, the ambulance is pulling up to it. And just driving around with a siren to meet me at an intersection with a siren and then drive off with a siren after I meet him there. And then drive around for however long he drove around with the siren. I don't know how long he drove around with the siren. He might have turned it off right after that. I don't know. I don't know what they do with their sirens. But it was just the ambulance setting off a siren because I was driving down a street. And then like this one delivery, I like right as I'm leaving the store, the train horn is going off. Right as I come outside, and just like laying on the train horn. Like usually it just honks like once or whatever, or like a couple of times or whatever. But it was just like you know what I mean? Like right when I came outside. And it wasn't a train coming through. It was just a train horn. And then I heard the train horn again on another delivery right when I got out of my car. Like right when I got to the house. Right when I get out of my car, I hear the train horn. And then I see a helicopter flying by. It wasn't directly over my head, but it was just flying by right as I walk up to the house, you know? Like nearby. And then like that, I went through this crosswalk. I was driving down the street, and there's this orange car in front of me, this orange Corvette in front of me. And it's like driving really slow in front of me. And I go by this crosswalk, and these people are like walking. They're like walking down the sidewalk, and he like crosses on the crosswalk right as I drive by it. And then, you know, like this orange Corvette is driving slow in front of me, and this guy that walked up to the crosswalk gets in an orange Corvette, like next to me. That happened today. And then, you know, just the usual. Just cars driving slow in front of me and bright headlights when it hits nighttime. They bring out their bright headlights and they just drive a bunch of bright headlight cars, you know, at me and behind me in my mirror and just blind me everywhere I go with bright headlights all night. And it's like they're trying to like sensory overload basically with all the sound effects and all the headlights and all like, and just like make you feel like surrounded at all times and shit. And then like this one delivery I get back, and there's the phone is ringing right when I come in the door, and it's a 99 phone number, and it's just always happening like that. The phone will ring synchronized, and then the phone number will have a repeating number like the license plates have. So it was just a 99 phone number, and they're like, "Oh, sorry, wrong number." And it just started ringing right at the moment that I came in the door from a delivery. And then this other guy called with a 33 phone number, and then he was like checking to see if his order came in, and it didn't. And he's like, "Okay, when do you guys close?" He's like, "Okay, thanks, man," and hangs up. And he hangs up at like it shows the time on the computer of like, or on the phone of like how long the phone call is, and he hangs up at 1:11, and it's just always like that. They'll hang up at like 33 or 1:11 or something like that. It just always happens like that. The phone call will end right there, and then people will hang up. Like, I'll walk by coworkers and they'll hang up the phone next to, like, right as I walk by. They'll end the phone call and hang up the phone right as I walk by them, or right as I'm doing something or whatever, or right as another gang stalker is doing something. You know what I mean? Like, like, it's crazy, dude. It's like every day that's happening. The phone will ring synchronized, then the phone number will be 33 or something. And then my order numbers will be like something like that. And then I'm pretty sure today the first and last delivery were at the same address that I had. I can't remember if it was the first delivery, but I'm pretty sure it was the first delivery of the day and the last delivery of the day were the same address. just every day things like that are happening. And then like, like half of the, or like 90% of the customers that come in are gang stalking me. They're coming in synchronized. They're pulling up synchronized. They're coming in with red on half the time, or camel or whatever, or pulling up in a white SUV or a white truck or a license plate car. You know what I mean? Like a lot of my deliveries, the customers are gang stalkers. And then like, it's crazy. And then on my way, I'm gonna walk home. This cop car drove out really fast, like way up the street ahead of me. I just see this cop drive out with his sirens going off, and I think it was supposed to he was supposed to be like pulling someone over or something over there or whatever. And I wasn't, at first I was like, is he? Or is that a gang stalker? And then I found out it was a gang stalker because I saw it 2 more times after that synchronized. One as I crossed the street and then another one as I crossed a corner. I just keep seeing these cops driving by with their sirens going off. And they just drive out and then their siren turns off after they drive by. And the one cop, he drove out, like his siren starts going off right as I cross the street, and he drives out, and then his siren turns off right when I get across the street. I just saw 3 cops do that, and then I saw like 3, 4 more cops on the way, like after that, just driving, but synchronizing. Like their sirens weren't on, but they were synchronizing. So I saw like a lot of cops gang stalking me on the way home instead of doing anything else with their cop cars. They're just driving around LARPing with their cop cars. They just drive around and LARP with their cop cars. Really. And then tomorrow's Friday, and last Friday they didn't do a fake pullover, but like a bunch of other Fridays, I noticed they were doing a fake pullover every Friday in a row. So I don't know, maybe tomorrow they'll do a fake pullover. And I think they might have been doing one tonight. Well, I saw them, I saw on this delivery, I turned the corner after I go to this house. Like the first street that I turn onto after I went on this delivery, on my way back, there's this car pulled over by these cops on that street, but I don't know if they were doing any synchronizer things when I drove by. But then I saw another person pulled over on the other street on the way back. It's like I turn onto that street, and then I turn again onto the next street, and there's someone pulled over on that street. So I don't know. I just saw two people pulled over on one delivery. I don't know. And then the second one, they had a red shirt. I don't know. Just saying. But usually, when I see someone pulled over, it's fake. It's fake. It's a fake crisis actor show. And there's this one guy that I always see on his bike. Every day. I just see this guy on his bike. And I saw him